Hello and welcome back to Round 2. So we've got a stream almost underway. We're just about to get back into it. Yeah, alright. So we are playing Death and Zeal for Round 2. And after the requests, after talking about it, we've decided to put Chris O'Neill with his Custodes up against Sebastian Gordon with his Tyranids. So this looks like it could be a really fun game, Scotty. What do you reckon?
Oh, I 100% agree. I 100% agree for round 2, especially considering the Custodes build. And from looks of things, the Tyranid build as well on a Death and Zeal matchup is going to be very interesting to see how both of these armies do deal with one another, particularly how the Custodes handle some of the units the Tyranids are packing. So welcome in everyone for this round. It is great to have you with us for round 2 of the Dice Arcade GT. Let's jump over to the deployment and let's see how everything is going for the players. So as you can see, we've got the terrain set up for the Death and Zeal mission. All the terrain maps for each round this weekend are going to be different. So as you can see, just going through them quickly, in each player's deployment zone, they've got a large ruined building. In the no man's land on the other corner, you've got another smaller building in there as well that is just on that terrain feature. So, sorry, not terrain feature, that is just on that objective. So you can sit in cover and still get that objective. And then you've got two craters on either side of the no man's land portions of the battlefield near the center, making it a bit harder to move through that area. You've got the angled containers as well that'll provide some good line of sight, blocking, but also maneuverability potential depending on where you deploy. And then kind of on the middle table line, going from short table edge to short table edge, you've got those dense pieces of terrain as well that, you have to navigate going into those table quarters also. But I'm really looking forward to this matchup. So we are just going to get...
It looks like we're just about to get into secondary selection, so we're pretty close. While that's happening, what I'll just do is give everyone a bit of a rundown of what the mission is and how it is played. So we're looking at mission number 32, Death and Zeal. Basically, corner deployments, 9 inches away from the center of the battlefield, so it does let you deploy pretty close if you want to. And the secondary for Death and Zeal is killing your opponent off of an objective and then holding an objective in the middle of the board that you didn't start with. So this is going to be bloody. This mission really encourages people going back and forth. So we're going to see a lot of violence, and both lists are pretty heavy. Low model count, big guys. We'll see how it goes. I'm really excited about this Tyranid list. I just had a bit of a look through. I'm seeing some absolute classics. Big Tervagon, big 30-man Termagaunt brick, unit of Hormagaunts, which I actually think are amazing. Really nice tech piece that can run around and do a lot of surprising damage. 2 Harpies is an old classic. It appears that even Arks of Omen hasn't knocked them down completely. And then a whole bunch of Carnifexes. So what we're going to see as well is a bunch of really interesting stuff between both. Both players have turn-by-turn abilities they can deploy. Tyranids with their Synaptic Imperatives, which are abilities that when in Synapse allow them to buff the entire army. So we're going to see things like a 4-up invul coming out of Tyranids on 1 turn. Fallback and charge from a Hive Tyrant. The Tervagon with +2 move, an absolute classic for turn 1 just to push out and start putting pressure on. Whereas Chris, we've got the Martial Katars, or Karates as they're going to be called going forward. Abilities that let him change how his units play every turn. So it'll be really interesting to see which one he selects all the time. I'm going to switch it over while they start talking about their deployment and their secondaries, just so that we can get an idea together.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, just quickly, while we're going through deployment and watching everyone kind of loosely set up, I just got the secondaries in front of me, and oh boy, am I excited. So Chris has decided to take banners, which I think is a really interesting choice in the matchup. He has also decided on, where is it? Auric Mortalis. Now, this is a personal favorite. I was talking about this earlier. This is points for killing your opponent's most expensive model, or unit, rather. So I believe in the Tyranid army that might be the Tervagon. I will have to double check that momentarily. He'll get 5 points if he kills it. He'll get 5 points if he kills it in combat. And he'll get an additional 5 points if he kills it outside of his deployment zone. So that's a really interesting move because it can change the theater of the game. It might encourage the Tervagon to stay back a bit instead of what it normally does, buffing up and running up with a 30-man Termagant unit just to screen out the board. So we'll see how that gets played around. And his third secondary is Stand Vigil, which is another Custodes secondary. And this one is basically an equivalent of old school Stranglehold. So at the end of the battle round, if Chris holds 3, or if Chris holds more than half of the objectives, he will score 3 points. So again, it's very clear that Chris is going for a really heavy board control. It being end of battle round could be interesting because it may mean that our Tyranids can get on top of it and get around. So we will have to see how that one plays out. On the Tyranid side, we also have some interesting secondaries. So this is going to be a really fun little game to watch, I reckon. The first one we're going to be looking at for Tyranids is No Prisoners. So nice, interesting standard choice for Custodes. Get points where you can. Every model you kill, every 3 Custodes is basically worth a point. So that's a really good way of racking up some early damage, some early kills. We've also gone, for the second time today, we're going to see Warp Ritual. And that is going to be cool. Again, Tervagon, Hive Tyrant, there's so many units that can score Warp Ritual effectively. And a lot of them are capable of sitting on the midboard without just instantly dying. So I'll be curious to see how that works. And then, again, a really spicy one out of the Tyranids with Spore Nodes. So, yeah. So Spore Nodes is deploying, it's an action 6 inches or outside, just outside of 6 inches of your opponent's deployment zone or inside. So in any of that space, I'll just show it for the audience quickly. Basically anywhere loosely here. If he does an action, he deploys an objective marker. And then he can keep doing it and deploy objective markers all over the point. And every single time he does that, it's worth 4 points. You can't Spore Node within 9 inches of another objective marker, so there is a bit of play around that. But I think it's a really interesting secondary.
6 inches.
Oh, 6 inches. That's a bit better for the old Tyranids. And that will be Spore Nodes. All right. Well, now it looks like with the secondaries in. Oh.
Yeah, it's interesting to mention that with Spore Nodes as well, it is troops only. So he has to do it with either the Termagants, which is a 30-man brick, or the unit of Gargoyles. Those are his 2 options for being able to facilitate that secondary. So I think going into this matchup, we do have the prediction up in chat if you guys want to vote with some channel points as well. Feel free to do so. It's just a little bit of a fun thing that we like to do. Unfortunately, we can't do it ourselves on the streaming side of things. But Jack, if you were to pick a winner, my friend.
Do you have a prediction? I was about to say, I'm pretty confident that Custodes have this game. I know Chris pretty well. He knows how to pilot this list, and Death and Zeal does really encourage a nice bloody game. The one thing I will note is the Harpies will be a problem, just because they will actually get a bit of uninteractable time. The bikes can go into them, which will be big, but I'm really keen to see how Auric Mortalis works in this game. I'm keen to see if it forces the Tyranids to kind of back off their Tervagon plan, because they do have Warp Ritual, they do have Spore Nodes, they want to be pushing, so maybe he just has to cop the 15.
Yeah, maybe.
It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, so let's quickly go through what's actually in Sebastian's list for the Tyranids in detail. So he's taken Kraken with Ambush Hunters as the adaptive trait. Uh, so I believe he's probably taken Elites or Heavy Support as his mandatory. I think Heavy Support is his mandatory by looks.
Yep.
So he's got a Neurothrope with Synaptic Tendrils Warlord trait, Catalyst Onslaught and Paroxysm with the Resonance Barb Relic. Then a Tervagon that's the Warlord with Adrenal Glands, Direct Guidance Warlord trait, and Neuroparasite Psychic Power with the Chameleonic Mutation Relic as well. Then a Tyranid Prime, interestingly enough, not a Hive Tyrant, but a Tyranid Prime. Very interesting to see one of those in a competitive list. With Venom Cannon, Dual Bone Swords with the One Step Ahead Warlord trait and the so taking the Hive Predator stratagem to get that. As I said, unit of 10 Gargoyles and a unit of 30 Termagants in troops. And then a unit of 3 Zoanthropes with the Horror as the psychic power. Then a unit of 2 Screamer Killers with Adrenal Glands, and then 2 single Screamer Killers with Adrenal Glands, and then 2 Harpies, both with double heavy Venom Cannons. All in all, coming to 2,000 points with 1 CP to start off with. And you're not wrong there, Jack, that we have got a spicy matchup with these Screamer Killers and the Harpies with the Tervagon with minimal troops. There's minimum Zoanthropes as well, so there's limited options for him to be able to actually do Warp Ritual outside of the Neurothrope, the Zoanthropes, and the Tervagon.
Well, the Zoanthropes can't even do Warp Ritual, which is a really important observation. So it's only character, which means infantry squads can't Warp Ritual.
The chapter calls and we answer.
So it's down to the Neurothrope and Tervagon.
Yep, which is gonna, and just so we can double check, I believe the Tervagon is the most expensive model in the army, or the most expensive unit.
245 points.
Yeah, cool. So that will be the Auric Mortalis, which is gonna really restrict how Warp Ritual works. It's also looking from the terrain.
Let me just double check the wording on Auric Mortalis, whether it's unit or model, because there's a unit of 2 Screamer Killers that are 280 points.
Oh, so it might be them.
So I'll just confirm whilst you keep on going on your train of thought.
Too easy. Well, what I'm actually going to do is switch it over to the players while they're deploying, just to make sure that they get a bit of time in the sun, and so they can run us through their deployment.
And I mute us. And I will confirm that it has to be those 2 Screamer Killers because it specifies the unit with the highest points value. Because those 2 Screamer Killers are a unit, they are the target for Auric Mortalis, not the Tervagon.
That is really interesting, because that's going to encourage the Screamer Killers to almost split up and divide, because he doesn't get Auric Mortalis unless he kills both. I will have to double check how that 100%. Interacts, but I believe he's got to do every condition 2 times to get all the points for Auric. So
quite possibly.
We'll cut over to them. We'll double check that while that's happening and see how they're all getting along with deployment.
Zoanthropes here.
Chubby's got a guard there. Yep.
Is there a way we can mark those just so that we know which Screamer Killers are coming?
Do you have tokens, Sebastian, or do you want some?
Yeah. Once the game starts, I can use my dice because they're different to yours.
Yeah?
I'll use my dice, yeah. So I'll be rolling all over there, so.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Yep.
All right, is it my drop or yours?
I just put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, that's my good. All right.
I do have a,
I'm finished, sorry. Oh, no,
okay.
This guy's go.
I do have a 4-up deny strap from the sisters as well.
That's after you attempted to die, right?
Yeah. I have nothing to attempt to deny
Oh,
anyway.
it's like a warlord trait, you can, right? Normally.
Yeah.
Alright, what's his shooting like? It's like 5 minus 3, 3?
Yeah, so it's assault 2 on each wrist, and then the last cannon, which is strength 8, neg 2, flat 3.
Oh, the spear gun, is that what it? Ah, right. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna... So 6 plus... Yeah. Yep, my last unit. Drop.
The sisters get reroll wounds against psychers as well, and the sisters can ignore lookouts to for psychers, but they just have bolt guns.
Okay.
Nothing I'd be worried about too much. Alrighty, Sebastian, you ready?
Yep.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Let's roll for first.
Alright. And for me, alright, I guess I'll be
to
going
you.
first. Alright, so I'll start off with my Synaptic Imperative for turn 1. Is it wholly within or out of the deployment zone? Like how is it? Like if I'm a toe in, does it not count for the 5 points?
I will double check. So it says not within.
So if I'm within at all, then you don't get that 5 points.
Yeah.
Alright. And if one of them dies within, if one dies within, then that negates the 5 points you can
That's
get.
how I killed the last model.
The last model.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's how I killed the unit.
Yeah, it's weird with that kind of ruling, right? So,
Yeah.
Alright, let me see.
Okay, so that is a really interesting clarification we've just heard from both players. Auric Mortalis actually works on the last model killed, as they said, so that will change how that interacts. Obviously, Sebastian going first is going to be really interesting. That's going to give him some time to pressure out and put all of his big guns in the way. So I'm really keen to see how he moves. Obviously, the Harpies are up in the air for a turn, so they're going to have to wait because they are aircraft. But let's see how he moves. I reckon we're going to see a Carnifex, maybe even 2 of them, run for that lower objective down there. I'll just paint it up for everyone. So I reckon we're going to see a significant push from Old Mate down to here. I reckon we're going to see a very conservative push around. And basically a passive. Maybe the Turvagon, because the Turvagon's going to move a long way to get into Ritual range, because Ritual would only be about there. So I think it's actually locked off by the Ruin.
Quite possibly. So it could even mean that he has to move around that right-hand side of the Ruin, in between the Ruin containers, to actually even threaten the possibility of getting there. Mind you, he only has to get it off 3 times, so he could hold off for a turn, wait for the Harpies to come in, and then start to really threaten the midfield.
I really like actually taking the Turvagon this way myself, just because I think it's a bit safer. You're out of range of the Dreadnought then, and I think there's less choke point down here as well. A bit less cover, admittedly, but she does have Lookouts, so while 30 Termagants are around her, so we'll see. And then we might just see...
Keep alive.
with Kraken and Onslaught, we might actually see one of the Screamer Killers going in for damage. I would not be surprised at all if we don't see that.
Yeah, turn 1, just tie up the Dreadnought or tie up a Custodian Guard unit first turn, munch away on it, and just try and really pin Chris into his deployment zone.
Yeah, punish him and basically try and draw the bikes out early, because the bikes are the only threat that can really take on the Harpies. So killing them and getting them responded to is huge. The Harpies are going to have one turn coming in on turn 2, where they can take shots onto the bikes. They're unfortunately not amazingly lined up to kill bikes, only being damage 4 into 5 wounds. So we'll see how that goes. Honestly, this is the kind of matchup where I just wish I have Shard Gullet every single time. But we'll see what's happening.
5 damage.
Oh, yeah. Take a bike every single time.
The other thing I will mention, the other thing I'll mention before we go back to the players is that the win rate is firmly in the Custodes' favor. They are at 79.7% in general against Tyranids in Arks of Omen, and Emperor's Chosen is sitting specifically at 76%.
My word. All right. Well, we shall see. It looks like the audience agrees with it, but I'm always a fan of the old underdog. And I've seen enough of your local Tyranid players down in Canberra to know that they're terrifying.
Yes. So never underestimate a good Tyranid player, that's for certain.
Never underestimate a good player of any faction.
That is very true.
All right.
Let's turn back to the players and
Indeed.
let's see what Sebastian's doing with the rest of his movement.
18 of the guns. Bam. This guy's just going to move, not advance. No, are they the melter bikes?
They're bolters. No, wait. They're missiles, sorry.
They're missiles. Alright. And they move, what?
14.
And they auto advance 6? Well, they're heavy, right? They can't auto advance
and shoot. Unless I go into a certain karate stance, in which case I can.
I might actually leave him. Like that, not touching the building. Alright. I'll advance the... Have I rolled any dice without that one yet? I don't think I have. So Tevagon over here is going to advance. 3. She's adrenal glands, so I believe it's going to be 8 plus 1 plus 3, but I'll double check it.
Adrenal glands is +1 strength, +1 move?
Yep. So base movement 8, so it'll be 9, 10, 11, 12. So there. I'm going to just move her to here for now. Oh, she has +2 actually. Oh, sorry. That's going to be 14. So these Terminids back here are going to advance as well. The big blob of 30. 6, so they're going to go 6 plus 6 plus 2 from the surgical vitality, which is 14. So one is right there. They're not getting too far. From here. I'll move them across 11. Up to here, and then I'll move another 3. Plus, no, sorry, let's get right up against her.
Just remember, if you lose that Screamer Killer, I can target him.
What do you mean?
If you lose that Screamer Killer, I can target your Tyranids.
That's correct. Alright, so then we're going to go to... This unit's going to advance. Oh no, this dice. Just going to get back inside. On the bottom floor here.
Does the Tyranids have -1 damage?
No, she does not. Alright. Zone touch, we're going to just start forward a bit. Okay. Let's go to the psychic phase now. Yeah. So.
Alright, so is she going?
Yes, it's going to be her first.
So she's in 18 of that one, and that one.
Yep.
So you make 3 to your cast?
Yep. 3d6 is starting 1. 7 minus 3, is that? 4. I don't think that makes...
Is that for Warp Ritual?
Yes.
It goes off on a 4.
So it goes off anyway with the -3, because I discard 1. 7 minus 3 is 4.
I'll spend the CP, so it's 1.
Yep. On a 5+, I gain that CP.
Yep.
I do not.
So on a 4 up, it gets denied.
Yes.
So it's
It does.
denied. And on a 5 up, I get it back for Trajan's Warlord trait. I get that back.
So I spent 1, gained
So
1.
I spend 1 and gain 1.
Yep.
So I can't gain another 1 for the rest of the turn.
Alright. So next I'll go to my Neurothrope. They're going to cast Catalyst, which is a 5-up Feel No Pain.
Yep.
Goes off on an 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
So I'm going to put Catalyst onto my Tervigon.
Is she in Synaptic Link range?
Yes. Ooh, Synaptic Link, you're absolutely right. I cannot target her. Sorry. I was thinking, yeah, she's Synapse, but no. I have to put it on the Termagants. That was silly. Thank you for that. Alright. Next power. No one advanced that needs to do anything, so I'm going to do... That was really silly. Now I can't target anything over there. Ooh. Onslaught Paroxysm. Yeah, I think that's going to be it from the Neurothrope this turn.
So any shooting from the Tervigon?
Oh, and I've still got the Zoanthropes. 12 of 12. They're going to cast Synaptic Lure, my Kraken unique power, onto him for reroll failed charges. Warp charge 5, they just cast normally. Oops, oh. Goes up for a 7.
Yep, you're good.
So reroll failed charges against him. Okay. Now let's go to the shooting phase. Okay. I'm going to start off with the Tervigon.
Yep.
She's going to shoot her Stinger Salvos into the Dreadnought.
Yep.
So 8 shots. She advanced, so she's going to be taking a -1 to this. Hitting on 3s, going to 4s.
T7 on the Dreadnought.
Yep, because I hit you with a Synapse creature, I'm going to spend a CP on Sharper, which gives me a 3d6 to scalp on charge against that unit.
Yep.
Spent 1, and 1 CP. Synaptic Lure, and now Shard Lure as well. Strength 5, toughness
7.
So winning on 5s. 4 fail.
And what's the AP on this?
-1, 1 damage.
It's fine.
Yep, all good. Alright. card effects next. He's going to shoot his Scream attack at that closest unit of Wardens, I believe they are.
These guys?
Yes,
the Wardens?
that's right.
Yep.
D6 shots. 6.
What's the range on it?
18 inches. He didn't move, so it's just 4 plus base ballistic skill. 1 hit. Strength 8, so 3s.
Toughness 5.
Yep, 1 save at -4, 1 damage.
Fine.
All good. We'll go to this Screamer Killer now. How many wounds is the Alaris? Are they 4 each?
The Alaris term is 4 wounds each.
Okay, he's going to shoot.
So, yeah, 4 wounds each.
Yeah, 4 wounds each. Yeah, I think that makes more sense because they're 3 damage attacks. So, he's going to shoot them with his blast weapon.
Yep.
D6 shots, 3, -1 from the den, so I hit 5s. 1 hit, strength 8.
Yep, T5.
1 save, -4.
It's fine.
All good. Alright, I don't have much shooting. I'll check if there are any temperatures are in range. Okay, a few of them are. Yeah, okay. How many wounds is he?
9.
9 wounds, okay.
Neg 1 damage and 6 up, feel no pain.
Yep. 18, I would say. That are visible. Will probably be only 5, 2, 4, 6 here. +1 to hit in the shooting phase. Means they're hitting on 3s. Strength 5, so winning on 5s. 2 saves at -1, 1 damage.
1 fail, 6 up, feel no pain. No, so it's down to 8.
Yep. Can you transhuman him?
No.
So, can't see anybody hiding. Right, I'm going to go to the charge phase now.
Yep.
Okay, you have Stranglefoot, so now is the chance to use it, right? Is that going to? Alright. So, I've got a 3d6 Scar 1 rerollable charge. That's if he's the target of any charge. So I could multi-charge and still get it. I don't know what that achieves. The deployment zone is 22, right up to there. Let's get a toe in there, we'll be okay. I'm going to clear a charge just against the big
Yep. I'm not going to overwatch.
Okay. So to get in, I'm going to be needing. Would that say a 3 to get within an inch?
Yep, easy as.
So 3d6 discard 1, rerollable. Yeah, I don't know why I put so much buffs on that. That was probably guaranteed. Alright, so it's moving 8 inches. Like this. I'm going to base you as well. Further like that. Alright.
Going to pay a CP.
On a 5+, I receive a CP off that. I do.
These guys are going to heroic.
Is that any custodian unit?
Any unit, if it's a character that could already heroic, it's 6 inch.
Yeah, okay.
Over to you. I can take away your rerolls and put transhipment on the infantry. Not on the dreadnought. So where are you allocating attacks? Yep. We good?
And strength 7 with adrenal glands. Toughness are you?
Toughness 7.
So I'm ready. Fours, we're rolling wounds of 1 from my.
Yep.
3, 6 saves at -4, 3 damage.
6. So it's going to be a max of 8. The feel no pain. It's not likely that you're going to kill him. So 1 fail, 2 fail, 1 pass. Alright, so 4 fails. So 3 damage each down to 2 damage.
Yep.
So it'll be 8 feel no pains.
Six up.
6 up. So I pass 3, so I take 5. So that puts him down to 3 now. I'll just grab him out. Pop him down to 3, put him back.
Does he have 9 to begin with?
9 to begin with, yeah.
Nice. Alright. That's all my attacks. Over to you.
What I'll do is I'll go with the guard.
Yep. No reason to transhuman here with toughness 7.
They're only going to be strength 7.
Okay.
So they're all going to be down at the bottom. So 3 attacks each. 1, 2. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. There's Trajan's right there. 1 re-roll. And there's strength of 7 and your toughness.
Toughness 7.
7, so 4s. So they get re-roll 1s for Trajan.
Yep.
And 1 re-roll for Emperor's Chosen. There's no 1s.
So you can reroll 1 of
Re-roll
those.
1 for Emperor's Chosen. So you have 6 and AP 3.
Yep. These are going to be 5 plus saves. Are these 2 damage?
2 damage.
Okay, these will go down to 1 damage. So I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage.
And then 3 misaccordias.
Yep.
So 3 hits. These are only strength 5, so it'll be 5s to wound.
Yep.
Reroll 1s for Trajan. So 2 more AP 2.
Alright, these will be on my 4 plus armor save. I failed both.
Just 1 damage each.
Down to. So I took 4 the first time?
I believe.
Yeah, 4.
4 the first time, yeah.
And now 2 more, so I'm down to 3 wounds remaining.
Alrighty. I'll go with the Dreadnought next. So usually 5. He's got an internal pen in it, so +1 attack. Reroll 1 for Trajan because he is 4. All hit. And he is strength times 2, so he's strength 14.
Okay.
So 2s to wound.
Yep.
Reroll 1s for Trajan. So you have 5 attacks at AP 3.
These are 5 plus. Damage?
D3 plus 3.
Okay.
So if you fail 1, he dies.
That's true. Alright. I die. On a 6, he explodes. He does. So the nearest enemy unit within 1 inch, within 3 inches, is going to be the Dreadnought.
Yep.
Takes 1 mortal wound.
No, he's fine.
Yep. Sounds good. Does.
So then he's going to consolidate 3 that way. Alrighty.
Okay. At the end of my turn. Oh, what's.
Alright, so end of your turn. I would clock you down as getting 2 points for direct assault.
I'm just reading direct assault. Control. Who did I kill an objective marker?
You control a new one.
Oh, right.
So you get 2 points for that.
Yep.
Nothing's died, and I denied your warp ritual.
Yep.
So that puts you on 12 to me on 10.
That's correct.
Alrighty, so this turn I'm going to go into my karate stance of Rendax. So this turn, what I'm going to do is make 6s to hit against monsters, auto wounding. That's 1. So I'm just doing the 1 this turn. Next turn, I can do both because it's my martial karate stance. Alrighty, command phase stuff, nothing really. Alrighty. Let's kill some Tyranids.
All right. So how do you think that turn went? Because from my perspective, that seems like an unparalleled win for the Custodes.
I would agree there, my friend.
My
I would
word.
absolutely agree. That Screamer Killer going into the Dread, and then the Dread just being like, yeah, I'm just going to murder you, bro. And then going back and pushing forward into the Tyranid lines is now going to be a massive problem because, as you pointed out, there is that bottleneck on that top lane next to those containers that have got the Turvagon, the Termagaunts, the Warrior Prime, and I'm not certain, but maybe the Neurothrope and the Zoanthropes somewhere behind those containers as well, quite possibly.
The Neurothrope's actually in the back corner with the Tyranid Prime.
Okay.
Just chilling.
Yep.
The Zoas are over in the corner. One of the things that we did miss is that you can actually Psychic Ritual from... where is it? You can actually Psychic Ritual from that side of the board, so that is cool.
Yep.
And then, yeah, like, we're getting some really interesting stuff. What I'm looking at, obviously, what we did hear from Chris is that he did deny Warp Ritual, so that is huge. But that is 6 inches, so the Turvagon's fine there, but Rendax is now on. So 6s across his entire army, auto wound monsters. So I'm expecting a big launch from those bikes just to try and cover off that Screamer Killer.
Yep.
And then I'm expecting an attack on the Turvagon. The other big problem with the Screamer Killer going down is that the Turvagon is now probably the closest model to the entire army, so her lookouts natively from her bugs won't be in play. Normally the plan with the Turvagon is to at least have a couple of bugs ahead, just to make sure she can't get shot and take from the back, because they're catalysted, they can be -1 to hit sometimes. They're hard to shift through, but now I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Turvagon go down this turn. I also believe that Screamer Killer was one of the 2 Auric Mortalis ones.
Oh, that's
so
big.
That could be big. The other one, I believe, is the one hiding back up in the corner. You can see a tiny little dice on it. So I think that one might be trying to make a breakout play just to be a pain, or at least force. I'm almost not a terrible fan of like hiding that right at the back and forcing the Custodes to move forward over 4 turns. But we'll see how this plays out. Obviously, next turn, Harpies are going to come in, but Chris just took an entire shooting phase and some combat, and only took a couple of wounds on his Dreadnought for that. So he's in a really good stance right now to flood the board. He also wants to stand on 3 objectives, not only for direct assault, try and get the 3 points there, but to also get points for Stand Vigil. The fact that he's going second with Stand Vigil is so important, because it means that he completely controls the Dictator play with that secondary. So we might switch back over, because it looks like he's about to finish. Do you have any closing thoughts before we hand it over?
No, I just think that something that to bear in mind is that those bottom bikes in the bottom left-hand corner, they're the salvo launcher ones. So they're probably going to be the first target that the Harpies go after, because the salvo launchers are probably the strongest ranged weaponry that the Custodes have outside of the Dreadnought. And so by taking out those ones in the bottom left, it'll mean that there's less high-strength firepower being able to be delivered against the Harpies, and it would mean that there's only the 1 bike unit to deal with in close combat.
Has Chris stepped completely off his backfield objective?
So Death and Zeal,
is that sticky?
Memory, I think it may be. Let me just have a quick look. Yes, it is. So it is called Objective Purged. In this mission, if a player controls an objective marker at the end of their command phase with 1 or more of their units that are in the range of it with the objective secured ability, it remains under that player's control unless their opponent controls at the end of any subsequent phase. So it is sticky objectives. So he's stuck his backfield and he's moved out.
Ooh, that is interesting. I'll be curious to see if he can get punished for that by anything coming down. Because I know the Harpies can't control it ever because they're aircraft. But we will see.
Yep, we definitely will.
Alright, I'm just going to cut over to the players. Just been having mic issues on one of them, but I think I've resolved them, so Let's see what they have to say.
Two's a hit, strength 8, so 3's to wound.
That's correct.
So you have 3 at AP 4.
Alright, I get 6 up save against these. This is D3 plus 3, right?
D3 plus 3.
I guess I'll run one at a time. Nope. Yeah, I just did damage. Probably dies, right? Minimum, yeah, minimum dead.
So it's going to be
3, 6, 9.
minimum 9.
Yep. Dies.
Alrighty. Shoot these Terminators into this Screamer Killer. I'm outside of half.
So that's not dense, just light cover?
What's that, sorry?
That's not dense, just light cover?
Just light, yeah.
Okay.
So 2 bolt guns. So 1 auto. Won't Emperor's chosen up, so 1 and -1.
So 3 plus armor save. Passed.
Yep. The grenade launcher, so 2d3. For 4 shots. Three hits. I'll Emperor's chosen one. Oh, sorry. So 1 at AP 3.
5 up. Failed.
Just 1 damage. These 2 of those guys can see that, so 2 will shoot.
Yep.
1 auto. 2 at AP 1.
2, 3 plus armor saves. Is that him, right?
Yep.
Yep. Pass. Pass.
Perfect. Alrighty. I suppose the Dreadnought's going to shoot everything into the big girl in front of her.
Yep. So -1 to hit and no rerolls.
Get rerolled to wounds though.
Yes, sorry, no rerolls to hit, I should say.
So the Etheric Destructors. So neg 1's the oil hit.
Yep.
He doesn't benefit from the karate stance.
Okay.
So strength 5, so 5's to wound. I'll use Emperor's Chosen reroll. So you have 3 at AP 3.
Yep. These are going to be 5 pluses.
And they're 3 damage each.
Yep. So I take 9. 8 wounds remaining.
And then the spear.
Yep.
No rerolls to hit, but I've used my Emperor's Chosen anyway, so 1 miss. Reroll 1s for Trajan. No. Alrighty. How many wounds you got left?
8 wounds.
8.
Yes.
That's not many.
Where should I put it?
These Termies will shoot.
Yep.
Within 6 of Trajan. Alright, so bolt guns first. No rerolls with neg 1 to hit, so they both fail. Grenade launchers. 3 shots. All hit, 1 auto wound. And Emperor's Chosen reroll because I haven't used it. Nope, so you have 2 at AP 3.
5 up. Nope. 1 damage each.
1 each.
Yep, down to 6.
These guys are just going to shoot it to her. So 6 shots from the bolt guns.
Getting on 3s.
Yep. No rerolls. 1 automatic. So reroll 1s from Trajan and Emperor's Chosen.
Yep.
So 2 at AP 1.
3 plus. Pass both.
Perfect. Trajan himself will shoot at her. In rapid fire, so 2 shots. 1 miss with no rerolls. Emperor's Chosen reroll. Nope. So 1. The Wardens will shoot. Rapid fire. 1 auto. Reroll 1s for Trajan. So 2 saves, AP 1. Wait, no, she's T8, isn't she?
Yep.
1 save, AP 1.
Fails.
That's 2 damage.
Yep, down to 4.
Alright, so the bikes, they're going to shoot the Tormagants.
Yep.
Let me just duck around that side for a quick squeeze.
Do you want to hold up 12 over the top of their heads?
So the back one for rapid fire. Is that over that guy?
That's over my base, yes.
Yep. Alright, so they're all rapid fire. Any strats that you may want to use?
I didn't have any. That can help.
Because there's a lot of dice, I'll just do 1 bike at a time.
Yep.
So they're rapid fire 6. So 12 shots a bike.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s for Trajan.
A bike score as well. Oh my god.
Yeah. So they all hit. So they're strength 4, so they'll be winning on 3s.
That's correct.
Reroll 1s to win for Trajan. Fail. So that's 11 so far. Next bike.
11.
Oh, get in there. Reroll the 1s. That was a wound roll. The 2s fail. 3, 6, 9. So another 9. So 20 so far.
9 more.
Last bike. Reroll the 1s. And 3s. Thank you, sir. Reroll the 1s. And I may as well use my Empress Chosen.
Yep.
And that's 3, 6, another 9.
18 plus 21. 9, 10, 20, 29?
No AP.
What?
No AP.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. 4, 6. I'll do 20 then 9.
What's that, sorry?
I'll do 20 then 9. So it'll be a 5 plus armor save, then a 5 plus fill my pain. So these save. And fill my pains. So 2, 4, 6, 8 have died so far, and I get 9 more rolls. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 5 plus armor save. And then a 5 plus feel no pain. So a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 die. 2. 12.
Alrighty. These wardens gonna shoot into that. There's no way I'm in 12. No, so 3 shots.
Oh, sorry. I guess we're out of the way.
Empress Chosen. Nope, nothing. Alrighty. Let's do some charges.
Yep.
We'll start with the important one. Bikes into Old Boy.
So a 6 to get within an inch.
6 will get me in. I'll CP and re-roll that.
It's still about around 1, right?
Yes.
I've already gained. Have I gained one back? I have. So
I've already gained one as well, so just go down to 3.
Yep.
Yep, a 9 will get me in. Dreadnought will charge into Big Girl.
In.
These guys will charge into her as well. Not with that, they won't.
I think they will.
Yeah? With
Yeah.
a 3?
Yeah, 3 gets within an inch.
Oh, sweet. I think that will be everything. She's pretty... How many CP do you have?
I have 3.
So you can interrupt. You are likely to kill the Dreadnought. You didn't charge over here, so he's strength 7 over here. I can train this human. What's her attacks like on 4 wounds?
Attacks. So she's down to, I think, 5+ weapon skill.
Oh, but you hit me on a 5, do you?
What do you mean?
Do you hit me on a 5+?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go over here first.
Are you targeting? Yeah, so I might use... They're +1 to wound on the charge, correct?
Yeah, so they're strength 7 with +1 to wounds. So they'll do 3s.
Yeah, we're doing 3s. Do you have Rendax in combat?
Was that sorry?
Do you have Rendax in combat as well?
Yes.
You do, okay. How many attacks do they have all up?
4 each, so 12 in total. And then 3 Misericordias.
I'm going to transhuman. I don't know. I think you got too many attacks, but I'll try it. Oh, no, not. Down to 2 CP.
Yep, so you can only wound on a 4. That's fine.
Yep.
I'll save my rerolls for the wounds. And then I'll do my Emperor's Chosen. There we go. So you have, that's 5, that's 9 at AP 3.
Oh, those are wound rolls. Wow, okay. Damage 2?
Damage 2 down to 1.
Okay. AP 3 is my 5 up. So I'll take 2, 4, 6, 8. Down to
That
1
should be
wound.
enough to kill it.
Oh, he's taking a wound. I forgot about that. On a 6, he explodes. No.
Did you want to interrupt?
I can sweep, so I'll have 8 attacks at strength 8, but hitting on 5s, and you got a, what,
Hitting
6
on
up for my
5s.
pain?
They don't, they're just regular guard.
No, they're Dreadnought.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it. Go ahead.
What I'll do is I'll go with my Dreadnought. So keeping them within 6 of Trajan. I know I don't give my rerolls to hit, but reroll to wounds is always nice.
Yep.
So 3 attacks each from them. So 1 miss, 1 auto, and she's straight 8, so 5s.
Yeah.
And then I'll do Emperor's Chosen reroll. Nope, so you have 2 at AP 3.
5 up. Failed. Dead. I think she explodes on a 6 as well. She did not.
And the Dreadnought's going to pile in and tag those guys.
Yep.
So you can pile in back and fight.
All right.
Because I can't fight there because I didn't charge them.
That's correct. Yeah. I'm I'm going to stay outside of an inch of this guy. They have a, they can fight within 2.5 inches.
What's that, sorry?
They can fight within 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
Swarm.
Endless magnitude, I think it is.
Yeah, multitude, but yeah. So all of them except, so it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll just pile the rest in. They have toxin sacks, so if you get to hit auto wound. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They still have the +1 to hit from the command zone. Command phase, sorry. Hitting on 3. 6 is auto wound. Strength 3, so winning on 6s. 4, 3 saves at -1 because I was charged. Oh no, I wasn't charged, so it's AP 0.
Well, I've rolled 2 1s.
2 6 up for no pains.
Nope.
Down to 1 wound left.
I think he's got 1 left now.
Yep.
Yep, 1 left. It's always a little damage that does it.
Yeah.
Just do that and put him down to 1. Shuffle him back in there. Alrighty, end of the turn. You're still in Synapse because you've got your Zoanthropes there.
Yep.
So I get 2 points for direct assault. So I control a new one.
Yes.
And I get a 3rd one because I destroyed an enemy in range.
Yep.
Stand Vigil. I hold more No Man's Land, so I get 3 points for that. Auric Mortalis, nothing yet. And banners, I put 2 banners up. So it's 12 to yourself and 16 to me.
Yes.
We go into round 2, and you control 1.
Before that, we did the battle round. I did my imperative.
You do not have a warlord alive.
That's correct. I got no imperatives. All right.
So unfortunately, no more imperatives.
Is CP based on warlord? Is this one?
That's a very good question.
Wow. My.
What a
Sorry?
What an absolute turn.
It appears that Chris has a hot date after this because he's trying to get this done nice and quick smart. My word. No more synaptic imperatives. Death and Zeal means that because your warlord's dead, you don't get CP. I'm stunned. That's like, I mean, he's gonna get this subtle joy of firing a whole bunch of harpies up and around the field. But my word, 2 banners down, 1 objective's completely obsect.
Yeah.
And Warp Ritual now comes down to a Neurothrope in the backfield that would have to do it for 3 turns.
Yeah, exactly.
My word.
Yeah, I mean, there's no so just double check the mission. Death and Zeal doesn't have, so he's still able to get his CP.
Oh, apologies. Yep.
Sebastian's still able to get his CP. I think it's one of the other ones is a warlord one. I think it is the other table quarters one from memory.
Yeah.
But this was a massive turn. The Dreadnought virtually going in with the guard and soloing the Tervagon after the shooting into it was huge. Absolutely huge. Taking out almost half of the Termagants as well. It's a big hit to the army. The Virtus Praetors down in the bottom left-hand side, also killing the Screamer Killer there as well. I'm going to be honest. I think Sebastian misplayed. I think he should have interrupted there.
With the Tervagon?
Yeah.
I
really think he should.
Yeah, I think you have to attempt it. I don't think his Tervagon's actually built for the full killy combat version, but I think you have to go and try and punch damage through. It was hitting on 5s, so it would have been rough. But I think you need to try and flip that at that point. Like you're already running so far behind on resources, and Custodes have just
100%.
completely swept the board. Like everyone's running back. That Dreadnought should go down this turn, but Sebastian's recognizing that he kind of has to cluster up and retreat for a couple of turns at the very least.
Yeah, use some mortal wounds to be able to take down some units a little bit. Even
Emperor's Chosen, though, like, mortal wounds aren't going to do anywhere near as much as you want it to. Importantly, the other thing for me is I'm pretty surprised going for that risky play and the pivot that he didn't pop the invul on the Zoethropes and set up for a big synapse like 4-up invul brick. Those gaunts, if they had synapse or if they had a 4-up invul or 5-up invul and catalyst, might have been able to chew through because he doesn't get Rendax auto wounds, and it could have given a bit more staging. Like, I'm amazed they weren't in front of the Turbogon. But it does sound like I'm being very rude and critical, in all fairness. I don't think it can be rough to play against Custodes because they are tricky like that. Even the 1 CP heroic intervention was really, really rough. It allowed a unit of Custodian Guard to get onto the midboard objective turn 1, which obsected that immediately. So there's just a whole bunch of... Chris is playing really well, and it's showing. But I am curious to see what these 2 Harpies do, because that might just be the swing that he needs at this point, Sebastian. So we shall see.
I would agree. Those Harpies coming in wherever he chooses to bring them on, even if he pops the 4-up Invo Synaptic Imperative right now, uses it for Battle Round 2.
Well, he can't use the Synaptic Imperative.
No, he can't
because his Warlord is dead.
Yeah, that's right. So he can't even use it now. So the idea would be that if I was in Sebastian's position, this is probably what I would do. I would fall back with the Termagants away from that Dreadnought, bring on one of the Harpies and let the Harpy do the work and kill the Dreadnought. Use the Termagants to kind of go around the top edge of those containers there, so then they can move around and get to that top right-hand objective kind of a bit craftily if they don't get caught. That second Screamer Killer is sitting within the deployment zone, so it is going to deny 5 points from Chris on Auric Mortalis. And as we can see down that bottom,
it has to be in Chris's deployment zone to deny Auric. So he is most certainly a tasty morsel right now.
Yes. So we're seeing the gargoyles come down on the bottom.
They're going to spawn out
containers.
So you're recommending that? So they'll be dropping a spawn node objective probably here.
Yep.
We're going to see the Neuros do a smite because they've retreated a bit. Screamer Killer's picked back. Yeah. I think you have to bring both in this turn and just try and flood with some 100%. Damage.
Yeah, you've got to try and kill that Dreadnought. That would be priority 1 because that's what's just monstered a lot of things. And if you let that thing go unchecked on so few wounds, it will just keep on going until it dies.
Yep. It's going to keep firing until it runs out.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty much dedicate one entire Harpy to kill it. Dedicate the other Harpy. I'd say try and take out the one of the Virtuous Praetor units. Probably the salvo launcher one, because then that means that it's going to have limited anti-tank firepower coming back at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally on the wings and the prayers of the Harpies right now, but we shall see.
Yep. So let's turn back to the players and see what Sebastian's doing at the top turn 2.
I'm going to cast... Oh, it's probably not range. Paroxysm is range 18. Okay, so I'm going to cast Paroxysm, which is no Overwatch, 1 for the wounded in combat.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess that's a Perils. Where are you?
Right here. I can't die from this, I've got 6 wounds. But
I'm going to pay a CP, make you take an additional D3.
Okay.
So
5 plus I gain it? I don't?
Yep, so 2D3 mortals for Perils.
I take 4.
Plus 1. Do you take Shadows of the Warp?
Not for myself.
On a 5 up, I get my CP back.
taking 4 down to 2 left.
So that's 2 left on him, is it?
Yes. How much are you down to?
I'm still on 4.
Oh, okay, you spent 1 game on.
Spent 1, got 1 back.
Yep. What did I cast? I cast Paroxysm. That's going on to this guy. 18 inches from him. No. These guys.
Yep.
So. Then the Zoanthrope's going to cast Smite. Six plus 3 is 9. Goes off on a 9. It's going to be on the Dreadnought. Can you deny? I
Yep.
check. I don't. Or maybe. Oh, you spent a CP already. So D3 plus 3 onto the Dreadnought. 4 mortal wounds. You take
Yeah, you
3.
did. Does he blow up? Nope. Poor Dreadnought. He did his job.
He did more than his job. He did a job and a half. All right. That's the end of the psychic phase. Let's go to the shooting phase. So, the harpy in the back here.
Yep.
It's going to shoot at these guys.
Yep. So neg 1 to hit you're over the dents.
Yes. So, I'll be
So
hitting
you're
on
hitting
4s.
fours?
Yep. Oh, not these guys. Venom, everything into them, including venom cannons and the stinger salvos. So venom cannons first. 12s to hit.
I think you need to blame Scotty and get him some new dice.
Strength 9, so 3s.
3s.
1 save, minus 3, 4 damage.
Is all good?
And then 8 shots with the stinger salvo. Hitting on 4s. Strength 5, so winning on 5. They're T6, right?
T6, yep.
1 save, minus 1. 1 damage.
Fine.
Okay, the next harpy.
I was worried about the harpies there for a moment.
Yeah, no. So he can see,
So remember going from the bases?
but line of sight isn't measured from bases. Right?
Right. Well, either way,
I can see his whole base. Is that how that works?
can you see the... Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is that, am I playing that wrong, or is that...
No, that's all right.
Because, like,
Well, look,
with
the
these,
game's
right?
not going your way, so let's see if you can kill some bites.
Oh, no, I want to... Is that how that rule works? Because I thought with them, right, you measure line of sight from here, not from the base.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 3.
If I'm doing it wrong, I don't want to...
No, you're right.
All right.
On 3s, let's do it. Watch you kill the whole squad now.
I mean,
See, there
even
we
with
go.
minus 1, it would have made.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wounding on 3s. 4 saves, minus 3, 4 damage.
So you can't kill him, so I'll keep the objective.
I still got 8 shots with my other gun.
Fine. Fine. 1 takes 4 wounds.
Yep. Hop. 8 shots, hitting on 3s. Strength 5, so wounding on 5s. 3 saves at minus 1.
I'll CP that.
Alright, 5 plus I gain that. I do not.
It's fine. CP well spent, so that puts me down to 3.
That's correct. Alright. Screamer Killer.
I guess, are they in combat?
No.
Oh yeah, cool.
I killed
You're
the
right.
psychic phase, but Screamer Killer's shooting next. He's going to shoot at these guys.
Easy as.
Blast, so D6 shots. 1. Hitting on 4s. Winning on 3s. 1 save, minus 4, 1 damage. Stop.
Want to take a wound?
And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 18 up there. 4, 6. I'll just do 9 twice, it's a bit faster. Hitting on no buff to hit, so they're hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s, that's strength 5. 4 wins so far, I just rolled the other 9.
Just grab 4.
Yep, just that many. Minus
just
1,
4?
yeah, minus 1 damage.
Want to take a wound?
Yep. Alright, that is all my shooting. I don't see what charging gains me. Yeah, I'm going to charge. These guys are going to charge the... Yep. 5. All bottom level.
Don't forget about Synapse, Sebastian.
Yes, that's correct.
Just a little friendly reminder there.
I mean, I wasn't going to be in anyway. I guess I can still swing in, but...
It's just neg 1 to wound, isn't it, for me?
Yeah, in combat. They can't get 6 in Trojan intervenes?
Trojan can. He's out of 6. Out of 6. No, you man, you're good.
Just the backs. All right. Awesome. I'll go to fight then. I think all of them are in 2.5. So, pile in, I guess. How many obsec have you got on there? It's like 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4 obsec. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yep. No, because if I go on there, you get more points taking me off there next turn, so I'm not going to do that. Alright. Let's go to combat. Right. There is... How many died? 2, 4, 6, 12, so it should be 18. Hitting on 4s, 6 is auto wound. Auto wound. Auto wound. Miss. Miss. Strength 3, so I'm wounding on 5.
Are you base strength 5?
Base strength 3, so I'm wounding on 5.
5, yep,
Yeah.
sweet.
So this many saves, 4 at -1, 1 damage.
What is that one in the middle? No worries.
Fail.
No, that'll be fine. Alright, cool. So he will die.
Yep. That's all my attacks. Go for it.
One neg 1 to win, an extra 2 attacks. What's their base leadership?
Like 6. I'll double check for you. Five.
Alrighty, let's go. I'll save my rerolls. I will Empress Chosen, so 4 at AP3.
Yep, no saves.
And then 2 Misericordias. 1 at AP2.
Still no save.
That's all the attacks.
Alright, so morale?
So basically you need to roll a 1.
Yes. So 1 runs, and then there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12.
So you're under 30. So it'd be 1s and 2s.
Under 15, yeah. Two more run.
Very nice.
End of my turn. I don't think I score much. I would have had 1 primary in my turn.
Yeah, I got you down for 1 primary.
Spore nodes resolves for 4 points. Fort Ritual don't get. No prisoners, I'm not scoring. Direct assault. I didn't kill a unit on objective. I didn't kill a unit, full stop. Over to you.
Alrighty, so I go for 4 CP. I get a 12 on primary. So I control 3, because I've got a squad of sisters back here.
Yep,
And I get 2 banners.
that's correct.
So in this turn, I'm actually going to go the +1 strength, but use the martial guitar to activate both.
Yep.
So these guys are going to go over to there. 14 puts that guy there.
All right. Well, I've seen some harpies do some disgusting things in my time, but I've also seen them do that now. I don't know how much longer this game is going, but I like that Sebastian's trying to hold into it. Still rough as guts. Like, Chris has now got
It
basically a
100%
couple
is.
of uncontested turns to go absolutely feral. I don't expect there to be much left on the board. Like, that Screamer Kill is probably going to get picked up by those bikes now. And maybe go after the Harpies. He might even just prioritize the Neurothrope and say, I don't mind. But man.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, oh man. I wish there was a
Yeah,
bit much.
massive turn there.
Oh, yeah.
So, really, Sebastian is definitely up against it right now. Custodes thoroughly in control of the game, already getting 12 points on primary for last turn, and then taking another unit away. However, those Termagants are still sticking around. He only lost 3 to morale, and there's still probably about 10 that I can see that are sitting in there. So the Gargoyles have got, by looks, 2 Allurus Custodians and 3 Wardens, I think, going after them.
Yep.
And we've just seen the other 2 Alaris go onto the sorry, I'm looking at the other screen here. The 2 Alaris on that top right-hand objective as well. So there is a lot of stuff, and those Sisters of Silence are just sitting in the middle of the board. They're just sitting on the middle, just chilling.
They do not have a care in the world. The other thing, interestingly, about the Termagon dying turn 1 is it didn't get a chance to spawn its 10 free Termagants. So that's 70 random points in another whole unit that artificially died turn 1, which is another huge loss. Without being too dire and circumstantial, I do like the comment from Watcher in the Abyss, clickety clackety of many plenty dice. Very good. Good Skaven reference. We'll always support that. But yeah, I'd be very surprised if we don't have like 3 units left at the end of this turn.
Yeah, and 2 of them being the Harpies. So the Harpies just fly around, try and kill as much as they can.
Try and score no prisoner points.
No prisoners. Yep. And, you know, maybe the Gargoyles survive, maybe not. And just see what happens, really.
Sure.
That's really what Sebastian can really do right now at the top of
bottom of turn 2.
Bottom of 2.
Yep.
Chris got first, didn't he?
No, Sebastian got first.
Oh, Sebastian got first, so it's We're in bottom of 2. So,
We are.
and Chris is just picking up those gargoyles now.
Oh, yeah.
Half the unit gone from just shooting. They won't survive.
Well, his Ballistari launches a blast against them, so...
Yeah,
9 shots.
that'd do it. 100% that'd do it. All right, well, there's not much more that we can add here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just jump back to the players and see how this game continues to pan out.
Strength of 8, P7.
Does not win.
Cool. Thanks, Bikes. Alrighty. You can't be that close. These boys. So these 3 are going to shoot into the Carnifex, side of Screamer Killer.
Yep.
So hitting on 2s. So 1 auto. Rerolling 1 for Trajan. 5s to wounds. And I'll use my Emperor's Chosen reroll. Nope. So 1 at AP1.
3 plus armor. Yep.
Alright, the Bolter Bikes, they're going to shoot everything into the zone tropes.
Yep.
Alright, so first bike. Rerolling 1s for Trajan. So all hit. Their toughness of 5.
That's correct.
So I need 5s to wound. One. And I'll reroll for Emperor's Chosen now.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a pretty good roll.
Yeah. These
That many.
4 plus invulnerables. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 dies exactly.
Now let's see if we can do that again. All hit. So 4.
Four up. Takes 2 wounds. Down to 2
And 1
remaining.
more bike. So 5 saves. Please.
I can't die to this, so I'm just going to roll them all at once. 3 wounds, so this one dies, this one's on 3 wounds remaining.
Alrighty, so 2 wardens can shoot into him. And I don't think the last one can see. So he's going to shoot into the Screamer Killer.
So, who? Two into him?
Yep, and then those 2 over to that guy.
There's only 3s in there?
There's 3 in the unit.
Yeah, so 2 him, 1 there.
2 there.
2, 1.
2 into the zone throat, 1 into the Screamer Killer.
Perfect.
Can you see?
Yeah. I thought you were saying 2 into, I'm like, that's a Blade Champion.
Yeah, there's a Blade Champion Trajan in there.
Yep.
So this is going to be 2 into the zone throat. 2 hits. Emperor's Chosen, 1.
4 up. Fine.
Perfect, and then 1 into the Carnifex. Trajan's going to shoot into the zone throat.
Yep.
Hits. Does not wound. Emperor's Chosen. 1.
4 up. 2 damage.
2 damage, yes please.
Down to 1 wound remaining.
However, I don't think my sister's moved up enough to shoot through that, so that's fine. Alrighty. Well, I think we're going to do some charges.
Sounds good.
I'll start with the Bolter Bikes into the Screamer Killer.
Yes.
What do I need?
A 6 to get within an inch, I think.
What'd you say, a 6?
6.
I'll CP reroll that.
On a 5+ I gain it. I'll just check if I've already gained one. I didn't gain anyway.
So down to 3. There we go, 7, that'll get me in. Alrighty, let's go and do that. Actually, I'll go over this way. That'll go into him as well.
Yep. We're going to do like a 4 or 3. Yeah, that'll easily do it.
Yep. That. Blade Champ's going to go into the guys in the middle. With an 11.
Easy.
So he's actually going to shift right around to the back. So now everyone else charging that unit gets +1.
Yep.
Trajan, which gets 8, 9. So he's going to stop around to here. These 3. They go into there. They're just going to... Actually, you know what? Actually, they'll clean them up fine. They want the extra movement. Why not?
You can be in the wall, right? In this event, we've got the wobbly model thing. So put it up there, count at the bottom.
Alrighty. Yep.
I'm going to try and shimmy here. Down to 3. Three?
Yeah. Watch out, 1 plus 10. You're on 3. 1 on 3. No worries.
Twos to 4s is good.
Sorry?
2s to 4s is good.
Chosen reroll. And I'll reroll that 1 for Trajan. 3, 6, 8 save, please.
Let's do a couple at a time. I can do like 5 and then start rolling one at a time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. AP, 3. So 5 ups. I failed 1 so far. I failed 4 all up. Down to 5 wounds remaining. All good?
Do you want to interrupt?
Yes, I do. I would love to interrupt. With the Screamer Killer. Okay, I don't get my +1 attack. I didn't charge this turn. I will spend another CP to reroll all failed wounds as a monster. So I'm down to 0. So 10 attacks. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's got 5 wounds left, doesn't he?
5 wounds left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hitting on 3s. Strength 7, so winning on 3s. Rerolling all. I didn't really need it. 2, 4, 6 saves at -4, 3 damage.
I'm sure this is happening track.
Oh, yes, yes. Yep. Yep. On a 5+, I gain a stepping off that. I did not. I'm still transhuman from earlier this phase. Rerolling ones.
Sorry, I'm going to have to cut back to us, unfortunately, in the middle of the action. One of the player mics regrettably went down, so I'm on that.
No.
Fix that up quick, smart, boys.
Yep. No dramas. So it looks like from what I can see is that Chris is getting into combat with those Screamer killers, with the final Screamer killer in the deployment zone right now with both units of Verdurous Praetors. Really getting in there to deal the damage. And then you've also got the Termagants being mobbed by the Sisters of Silence and some of the Wardens, I believe. So that's
the Screamer killer just went down, and that is 15 points for Auric Mortilis.
Yep, that's a big score there.
That was worth some pocket change.
Big score. Yeah. See what else, but yeah, I think there's only the Neurothrope, the 2 Harpies, and maybe might be one more unit.
It might be something else hiding back there.
I think that's the Warrior Prime that's hiding up in that top left-hand corner. So that's pretty much all that they've got left, that Sebastian's got left on the table right now. So let's, this is going to be really interesting to see how the rest of the game continues. Really, it's going to come down to how many points Sebastian can kill with those Harpies for no prisoners, effectively. He's probably prioritizing the bikes as best as he can.
That'll keep the Harpies flying longer if he can kill those bikes.
Yeah, so he'll try and probably take out focus fire one unit fully down first and then focus fire the other. Probably the one with the missiles would be the one I'd go for personally.
This looks like it's going to be all the Termagants.
Yep, looks like he's going to pick them all up.
Right, I'm going to leave the stream in your capable hands while I change some batteries.
No worries at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are enjoying the coverage from the Dice Arcade GT. It's been awesome to be able to cover an event in this fashion as well, being the first one for the network, getting the New South Wales team up and running, which Jack is a part of. We also had Deexy and Alex the Greek on earlier in the week to discuss this tournament. So it's good to see one of the lists that we discussed being Chris's list on stream. And he's really solid player who was 15th overall in the South Pacific ITC last season. So really good to see him turning around a round 1 loss.
Yeah, with a really confident win by the looks of things.
Yeah. Yeah. So It's yeah, it's looking like it's a great event so far. By sounds of things, everyone's enjoying themselves at the event itself.
We just went on a little scout of the tables for some other reporting. So,
Yep.
keeping an eye on my dear champion Owen, it looks like he's going to take a victory over T-Suns. So that'll put him in the 2-0 bracket. And then staring around, Alex is playing AdMech into Orcs with his mono vehicle AdMech list, and that's a fascinating game being played right in front of me. Alex managed to score all 15 of a single secondary in one turn.
Oh,
which was accretion. So there is that.
That's spicy.
Looks like he's doing pretty well, and Brody, who got into the guard matchup earlier, looks like he's taking a comfortable win over some Iron Hands. So
nice.
There's a lot out in the field, and it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be tough decisions for what we put on stream next. So once again, if anyone has any ideas, let me know.
Yeah, let us know, and we'll be able to try and facilitate them as best as possible. Of course, the next couple of pairings will come from like the top 16 players at the tournament. So bear that in mind. And also good news, it looks like the internet is starting to stabilize a lot more often now, which is nice. And it's not dropping as frequently for you guys at home. So I hope you guys are enjoying the coverage. I want to thank everyone that has been joining us. I know Jack is just getting the player microphone sorted, whether it's batteries in the receivers or the transmitters.
It is back online, so we are good to be quiet and let them follow us to the tail end of the game.
Let's do it.
I can do there. How far can you advance? You can go 14 inches. I can do that. So I'm going to spend my 1 CP to auto advance him 8 as Kraken. Down to 0. 14 inches.
So, like there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just bear in mind, the Blade Champion Heroic 6.
I'm doing more ritual than dying, effectively. He doesn't have a 3-up invulnerable save, so yeah, I might get lucky.
Just so you know, that's all.
He's more than dead. I'm just trying to scrape together what I can.
Yep.
Alright. We've got no vehicle or monsters, so these guys are not doing much mortal wounds. I can just try and kill some of these, I guess. So. I can switch him to hover mode. I think I go down a 15-inch movement, which is not going to be enough to actually get something. I might do that. You right if I put them both in hover mode?
Absolutely.
Alright, they're both going in hover mode. I'm going to just try and do some damage, I guess. You're still in the Rendax, right? In my turn as well? Whatever.
In my turn, though, I'll have to go to the next one.
Yeah. Oh, you non-mortal wins. They don't have non-mortal wins, though, do they?
I have a 4-up against mortals, but the sisters don't know. So if you want to say he's still in flying mode, that's fine, man.
I wanted to try and charge, just do some damage this turn, because they die next turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to just put them there, both in hover. I'll lock that in.
Easy as.
Alright. So I'm going to... move this one 15 to here. I'm going to then... I'm going to double check what he does 6 mortal wounds to. I mean 6 dice, if it's just monsters and vehicles or something
I think it's 1 dice per model.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, because monsters get 6 dice, but I'm wondering if it counts as like characters or it's just monsters.
No, I think it's,
certain,
I think it's only going to be 3, because there's only 3 in the unit.
Yeah, monsters vehicles. He's on 1 wound. I am going to pick this unit. I might get lucky. So, 4 mine sists. Each 4+ is a mortal wound.
Let's play the game on 4s, right?
2 mortal wounds, see if you can beat that.
Ooh, I take 2.
Wounds.
So he dies and another one takes a wound.
Yep.
go. He's on 4.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can fit my base there without being in a niche. I don't think I can. Not especially with my wingspan. Maybe. That looks like I can do it. Yeah. Happy with it.
Do you want that?
What was that? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Go a bit closer. Inch out there. Yep.
Perfect.
So, I'll do that on them as well.
Yep, so 2 more.
2 dice on a 4+. 1 more to win.
No, I'm fine.
Saves it. My Tuna Prime will move. What does that gain me? 6 to there. Still within 3 of these guys. Let's just stick his gun out. Move. They're staying still. That's all I have left alive. Let's go to the psychic phase. This guy? No, I'll start with him. He's going to cast Warp Ritual. Goes off.
Yep, no worries.
You deny it on a 4+?
Nah.
No. Is that out of pity, or is there a reason for that?
Huh?
Is that out of pity, or is there a reason for that? I feel like...
I might need some CP later.
Alright.
I mean, I can do it. I mean, I don't mind. I can roll the 4 up if you want.
No, it's fine, it's fine. The zone open combat will then cast Smite. 8 to 9 plus 1, so it's going to be D3 plus 1 mortal wounds. 4 mortal wounds onto those bikes.
2.
Take 2. This guy dies.
Is he on 2?
Yes, he is.
Yep, alright, he dies. Do you want to pass him over, man?
Yes.
And I believe you gain 2 wounds?
No. It's within 18 of him. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So he will. So he'll gain 2 wounds. But they don't do it. Okay. And that's on my psychic. Let's go to shooting. I'm going to start with this harpy here.
Yep.
Okay, I'll start with this one.
Yep.
He's going to shoot these bikes there with everything. Neither of them are bracketed yet, right? No. So hitting on 3s with the venom cannon. All the guns going into those bikes. 3 hits, strength 9, so I'm looking on 3s. 3 saves at -3, 4 damage.
So he will die, and he will be on 1.
I think 5 wounds each.
Yeah.
And then the 8 stinger salvos. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. 3 saves at -1.
I saw a 1 there for a sec.
Yes.
Oh, he dies. That's annoying. That's okay, though.
Yes.
So the wardens give bodyguard.
Yeah, I'm just checking if he's the closest or if he is. No.
I think it's going to be the bikes.
Bit over 2. Yep, they're closer, so I can't shoot him. That's all good. So let's go. Who should he shoot? Blade Champion's also protected, right?
Yeah,
wardens.
Yeah, they're wardens. So yeah, the cloaks give it the wardens.
I don't think there's any way I can see the two. Okay, third furnace.
Yep.
Big guns and the Terminators. Any wounded bottles down here?
So there is a regular guy there and there.
Are they wounded? Or?
No. Terminus have 4 wounds each, so they're nice.
We got no
pickings
feel, no
for.
pains.
Huh?
No feel, no pains. Ways to reduce damage. So big guns definitely going there. Small guns, I'll go right there as well.
I'm going to transhuman them.
Go for it.
On a 5 up, I get my CP back.
Me too. You first. You get it. I don't.
My CP regens have been on point this game.
You have. All right. 6 shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Oh. 2 saves. It's enough. No, it's not. Definitely not.
Fine.
8 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8.
I think I need to pinch these guys off Scotty.
3s to hit.
It'd be 4s anyway.
Yeah, 4s anyway.
It was really more the Venom Cannon I was worried about.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they are light, so I do ignore your neg 1.
Yep. 2 up. Easy.
Yep, I'm all good.
The Tyranids Prime. 2 damage is not going to do anything. I guess I'll shoot the Wardens. D3 shots. 1, hitting on 2s. Nope. Let's go. That's all my shooting. Charge phase. This Harpy will charge Spike. What do they need? We'll need...
I'm getting the impression you don't want my bike there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get no prisoner wounds at this point. It's not really. 5. Should do it. Yep. This. He's got full 5 wounds, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I've got no CP, doesn't matter. So he's now going to charge Trajan.
Yep.
Oh, Trajan's got like some insane defense. I've charged him with a formal and done 0 wounds, so I'm not even going to try that. He's going in the buck as well. He's going in the buck as well.
Trajan's not that bad.
Oh, I got unlucky, but still, it scarred me for life. 3, into the bike.
That should, yeah, that's obviously going to be plenty.
Alright.
The question is, have you
No, you're probably in range. You're probably in range. Oh, you can't attack me if you have to fly.
no, you're in hover. You lost
I'm in hover. You're all over it. I might charge with him still, so.
Oh, yep.
Just to try and get him away from all this.
Don't forget I got the 1 CP to heroic for any.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to do it now.
He also has a 6-inch heroic.
He advanced. I'll charge anyway. Yep. So go for it. Get in.
Is he on the top there where he is?
Yes, he's actually there.
Alright, I'll just chuck him there.
Bottom floor?
Yeah, yeah, why not?
Still engagement range. Yeah. Alright.
Alrighty.
What is, so, toughness 5.
Toughness 5.
Like 7 wounds?
8 wounds.
8 wounds.
4 up. Inborn, 2 up armor, and 5 up. Feel no pain.
Not even attempting that. Okay. First Harpy into the bike. They have crappy attacks anyway. I think it's 4 attacks. 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Strength 6, so I'm winning
So
on
4s.
4s. 1 save at -2 damage. Good start.
Takes 2, so he's down to 3.
Next Harpy.
Is that all his attacks?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Interrupt.
So I am going to spend 2 CP and interrupt with Trajan.
I'll try and get a CP back from that. I do not again. 2 CP. Did you gain 1 back?
I've already gained 1 back.
Oh, you did?
So I'll go down to 1. Your toughness is 6.
7.
7, cool. So I'm going to spend my last CP to add 1 to my wound rolls.
5 plus? Nope. What's that from? Is that the Tyrant one?
Yeah,
against monsters.
yeah.
Slayer of
Something about
Tyrants.
Tyrants.
Slayer of Tyrants. Yeah.
But yeah, if your toughness is higher than mine, I add 1 to my wound rolls. So 2s to hit. All hit. 2s to wound.
Yep.
All wound. So 6 at AP3.
I get 6 ups. Damage a lot.
3 each.
3, 6, 9, 12. Yep. Does it explode? Nope.
So here's consolidation. He's just going to go to there.
So after you interrupt, do I go next, or is it then back to?
It goes
to you?
back,
So you still do two
back
in a
and
row?
forth, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to go with this guy first. So 4 attacks.
Into who?
Into the zone throw.
Yep.
All hit. Strength 7, so 3s.
Yep.
And Emperor's Chosen reroll.
Do you get +1 to win when you are charged? Because I did charge you this turn.
But I'm still strength 7.
Yeah, I'm saying, do you get +1 to wound as
Oh
well?
no,
Okay.
I need to charge to get the +1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
So you have 4 saves to make for me, please, good sir. Oh, that was a 3. And 2 damage.
Dead.
But now it's over to you, so you can fight with your zone throw.
2 attacks into the Blade Champion.
Yep.
5s.
Yep.
-1, right?
It's transient,
Hit
then.
transient, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No hits?
You're a character, so I'll do the character slaying one.
Yep.
So 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Emperor's Chosen reroll. So 5 hits. He's strength 6, so
3s are rolling all.
3s rerolling all. I'll be greedy and fish with 6s here. It did not pay
Oh,
off.
you got a 6. You got a 6.
So 3 saves and 1 mortal wound.
All right. So 3 up invulnerables. Pass. 1 mortal wound.
Perfect.
Down to 3.
Alrighty. So no prisoners will just add up at the end.
Yeah, of course. What ritual I got? You already marked that though.
So I get another 12 points for primary.
Direct assault.
Was that sorry?
I kill a unit on an objective.
Yep, so you get direct assault for 1.
No spawn nodes, no prisoners. Yeah, yep.
So I go up to 1 CP.
So do I.
So at the end of your turn, Sebastian, I've got you on 29.
Yep, you got
And
51. Oh,
But then
primary,
then primary, but we'll do that. Talk about that at the end. My next karate stance. So Rendax is gone. So Salvus. So if I don't advance, I fire twice.
Auric weapons though, right?
Auric weapons, yeah. So basically all the guys with staves.
Yep. Does he count?
Yep.
Of course he does.
These guys are going to go over to there.
Yep.
I'll get 3 points for banners as well.
Yes.
All right. So, question is, do we have anything else to add? Because that 6-inch heroic was rough. Trajan looked like he took out a harpy, and a blade champion
Yes, he did.
swiftly going after a neurothrope. I don't think we're getting another turn after this, Scotty, if I'm being honest.
I'm not opposed to that, my friend. I think you're pretty well on the money there with that. The what we're looking at here is really pretty much a big win here for Chris. Is just how many points he's going to win by realistically right now.
I actually think Chris can comfortably 100 this game. If I'm on his points properly, because none of his secondaries max out. He's gonna put up an extra 2 banners this turn.
Yep.
Which is gonna help a lot. So he got 12 primary this turn. He's gonna get a bit more for direct assault because he didn't own the backfield objective that turn. So we'll just put it in as it currently stands. He got 12 for that. He ticked up another 2 banners. And he's going to control 3 objectives at the end of the turn, but we'll do Vigil at the end.
Yep.
So, currently looking at 12, 27, 54.
Yeah, that's pretty big. In terms of time in the round, how much time has the round got left?
The round has 43 minutes left, so
not too bad. Not too bad. This
bad.
game definitely went longer than what the first one did, I think.
Yeah, by about 15 minutes so far. So
Yeah.
they're playing well, and we do have 3-hour rounds here, which does help. So nice big long rounds.
Yeah. Which is always good because it gives you time to set up the terrain for the terrain map, set up objectives, talk through lists and all that. And still, like, if you get that done in like 10 minutes, it still gives you what's that, an hour and 25 minutes per player to play your games, which is more than 15 minutes per turn. So you've got that little bit of extra time to make use of during your games for sure.
Oh, indeed.
So yeah, I'm going to be honest, I was a bit surprised that Sebastian hovered with the Harpies.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a bit of a net loss because it actually allows all the Custodes to charge in. It cleared off the 3 bikes that were going to be the biggest shooting problem too. The other thing is, if you were going to hover, my initial thought was to maybe go for a really cheeky hover. I'll pull up what I'm thinking on the good old green screen. Because when aircraft are in hover, I believe they can actually affect objectives.
Yes.
So I expected one of them to just shoot and knock that.
Yeah, that'd make sense.
It's hovering over there, it's going to be hard to kill. It'll knock off a banner. It would at least, again, if this was a teams event where the points differential mattered, that would be the kind of move you're looking at. Here, it doesn't really serve Sebastian any use to deny Chris points. It's purely, as we said about Rigby last game, about trying to make sure that you can score as many points as you can. So,
yeah, 100%.
But that looks like it's the death of the Neurothrope as well. Shot to death by Custode guns. And now it's just a Tyranid Prime and a Harpy alive. But I don't think either are going to be alive for much longer.
Yeah, so let's just turn back to the players as they keep on going through the turn.
Begin on firing twice. 4 rerolls. And I'll do Emperor's Chosen. So you have 1 at AP1.
4 up. Passed.
Perfect. Now I'll do the 3 Wardens behind him. So it'd be 12 shots. Is that right? Rapid fire, 12 inch. So it goes to 3, and then firing twice, so the rapid fire 2. So yes, 12 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. So all hit. Winning on 5s, rerolling 1s. There we go.
6 up.
So 6 saves.
AP.
AP1.
4 up. Damage.
2 each.
2, 4, 6, 8. 5 wounds remaining.
And there should be another squad of Wardens just behind them. Are they within 12 or 6 of Trajan? And they are. So it'll be the same thing from the squad, next squad along. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Alrighty, so hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Two miss. 5s, rerolling 1s. And I'll do an Emperor's Chosen. So you have another 6 to make, please.
What was that 2 rolls for?
One was reroll 1s from Trajan, and the other was Emperor's Chosen.
Yeah. Is it AP1?
AP1.
4 up. Take 2 more.
Yep.
Down to 3 remaining.
And then there's the squad of 2 guys, so there'll just be the 8 shots. 8 shots, same thing. And Empress chosen. 4 saves at AP 1, please.
Alright. Dead, explodes on a 6. Does not.
And now we're going to go into some charging.
Yes.
So Trajan's going to charge your prime.
Yep.
For a 5. That should put him in.
Yes.
And the wardens will go into your little guys there for a 9. So Trajan going 5. He's pretty much just going to pop just into there.
Yep. Not within an inch of them because...
Not within an inch of them. What we'll do... Yeah, we'll go there. And these guys are going 9. And they're just going to go to there. What do we got there? The other squad of wardens will charge in as well.
That's good.
Into the little guys, yep. With an 8. Will that be enough? So 8 puts them right over to here. So plenty. They'll go around just like that. Alrighty, I'm going to go with Trajan first. So I feel like you're not going to be too worried about interrupting with the other guys.
Nope. I will 1 CP, -1 damage him, I guess.
How many wins do you have? 6, I think.
Not much.
4 rerolls for Trajan.
6 wounds.
-1 damage. Yeah.
So 3 needs instead of 2.
Emperor's chosen reroll. So that's going to be 5 AP3s.
Yep, 6 ups. So, I got no CP. What am I doing? Dead.
And then the first lot of wardens will have 12 attacks. Rerolling 1s from Trajan. What toughness are you?
3.
So it'll be 2s, rerolling 1s to wound or to kill.
You see 10 dice here, then we're done. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, that's squad wiped.
That's going to be the squad.
Easy. Alright, so this turn you will score Direct Assault maximum. Stand Vigil, you'll get banners, we scored you for 3.
3 this turn, yep. Oh, Jack's not going to be happy. Oh, look at him. He's mad.
I've done it now.
Going to have to buy him a beer now.
Yeah.
Calm him down.
Game's over, so I'm happy to wait for him.
That's all good.
Alright. So that's a max you get this turn. Next turn I get absolutely 0.
Get nothing, then I'll get 3 for direct, 2 for directs, just because I control all the objectives.
Do you get 2 because you can't get the third one?
Yeah.
But you'll get another 4 for banners? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you did.
No, because they did put a banner up.
Yeah.
No, they shot actually.
No, so 3.
3. So
You
they
can still max it regardless, right?
yeah. So they'll put a banner up.
Yeah. And then you'll get
Put a
4.
banner up over there. I'll get stand vigil for 3.
Yep.
Round 5. Max on primary again. Control or
Stand Vigil, maxed raise banners, you'll get
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5 actually.
No, because you'll get it in your command phase and in the battle, right? Oh no, it's instead of.
Because I put one in up. So last turn I put them all up.
Gain 4, then gain 5, and you'll just max it.
Yeah. So 100, and then you got 5, 10,
20.
15, 20,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
23 for no prisoners.
2 points.
Spore knows you got the 4, walk you done once. So 31 to 100.
Yep.
That was a little bit brittle.
Yeah, turn 1, that was a bit silly of me, but you know.
We'll blame Scotty's dice. They favoured me too much.
No, they didn't. You see my venom cannon shots? It was like 5, 6s, and a 5.
Yeah.
It didn't just favour you. Yeah, I mean, excellent army, played very well. Good game. Avoid this.
Goodness
All
me.
right. Goodness me. I'm currently streaming. I know. Excellent. Thank you, boys. Very good work.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to you for a bit, Scotty, and I'll sort out some logistics on my end.
Sure. No dramas at all. Ladies and gentlemen, what a round. What a game. That was absolutely brutal. They only managed to get to the bottom of turn 3 before the Tyranids player, Sebastian, unfortunately had nothing left on the table. Just absolutely monstered by the Adeptus Custodes here. You know, we said at the start of the round that the win rate specifically for Emperors Chosen into Tyranids was sitting at 76%, with the overall win rate sitting around 79%, just shy of 80%, 79.7%, which really showed in this matchup how powerful Custodes are now compared to where Tyranids are in Arks of Omen, with what has gone on in the meta, with them, the nerfs that they've copped, the points, the updates that they've received to really kind of, unfortunately, sad pen to kill them off. So it was a really, really solid game. And this is something that's been known for Death and Zeal, is that it is really easy to get into combat turn 1 on Death and Zeal. And so if you're not prepared to deal with combat straight away or mitigate that when you can, then it's going to be up to you to really try and dig yourself out of that hole, because it can create such a hole for you. If you get behind straight away, you know, it can really hurt what you're actually doing your game plan wise. And, you know, we saw Chris here take such an advantage over Sebastian, being able to be like, cool, you didn't really engage me enough in the first turn. Sick. I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to come in swinging. Just killed off whatever was in front of the Turvagon, charged the Turvagon with the Dreadnought, and then heroic 6 inches with the Custodian Guard, and pretty much said, take it off to the Turvagon. Plays like that were really efficient from Chris, and it was a really good game to watch and see how Custodes, how an MSU Custodes build like this is actually played currently. So I hope you guys did enjoy that game as well. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Chris and you know, hearing the commentary about the ScottyD dice. So if you did want to pick some up, check out the Ko-Fi page. We do have some ScottyD 49 dice available on there for purchase. So you can pick those up as well. If you do enjoy the content and you haven't followed already, make sure you drop a follow on the page. And if you want to support us financially, you can either, you know, sub here on Twitch. If you've got a Prime sub you haven't used, costs you nothing to use it, so you can use it here with us as well. And you've also could support us over on Ko-Fi for as little as $4 Australian a month. So pretty much comes down to $1 Australian a week of support at the lowest level, and you get some perks and benefits to that as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more round for today, which is happening in about half an hour's time. Am I right, Jack?
That is happening in half an hour's time, exactly. So nice. I'm really keen for it. Once again, we're going to try and find you the best that we can bring you. If you have any ideas of, if anyone's looking at the lists on BCP or anything like that, and have an idea of what they want to see on the table, I know someone's already messaged me about it. Let me know. We'll see what we can put together. So have a dive.
Yeah,
see if there's anything you want to watch, or have our glorious voices commentate over, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, 100%, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hit a short break whilst we reset everything and get everything good to go. There'll be some nice, spicy combat music in the background for you as well as we do so. And we'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you in a bit.